Welcome back everyone, I am the Depressed Dior, and this is Sengoku Gensokyo. And I have a cat on my lap. So, let's go ahead and continue. First, we need to get Wriggle, because Wriggle is pretty good. So let's go ahead and use what we got. I don't like my options. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get attacked. But we don't have very many options, so yeah. Confirm. What do you want? Perhaps I came here to laugh at you. How rude. Taking Yukari's invite to form a team and join the conquering game seemed like the perfect way to take revenge on Reimu, but in the end, Wriggle was placed in Reimu's army's prison. Isn't it funny though? In the end, we meet like this after my attempt at revenge. Go ahead and laugh at me if you want. Ha ha ha! What an idiot you were. You actually thought you could beat me? How hilarious. You're not supposed to actually laugh. You said I could. Well, who cares? That's not what I came here for today. What is it then? Will you join our army? Huh? Wriggle was flabbergasted as she stared at Reimu, blinking her eyes in surprise. Her staring is starting to make me feel embarrassed. Are you being serious? Geez, is this how you treat someone who came all the way here to talk to you? Go ahead and refuse then. I'm sure you'll make an excellent meal with soy sauce. That's cruelty to prisoners. So, are you really going to reject my offer? I don't know what you're trying to do, but if you need my strength so badly, then I suppose I should let you borrow it. That isn't quite what I said. If you need to get yokai to help you, then you must be really lacking in manpower after all. Fine, I'll help you out. You better be grateful. If you end up being useless, you're on kitchen duty as an ingredient. And there you go, Wriggle Nightbug. There's usually dialogue for all the main characters if you recruit them. And let's see. So we can declare war on the human village anytime we want, but we're not going to do so. For a couple of reasons. One, we gotta deal with Alice first. Alright, recruiting prisoners does not take any actions. It's one of the few things that doesn't take actions, amazingly enough. Fortunately, we're not in any condition to actually attack right now, so let's go ahead and develop it. We need 12. Ah, excuse me. Actually, can we develop the other place? No. So, what do we got here? 6 and 12. I'll keep a few people around. I think that'll be a good idea. Even though, really, if you don't have enough people to defend with, don't do it. It's generally a bad idea. But I'm gonna go ahead and save just in case. Being under attack is not the end of the world. The end of the world is if you lose Reimu or Marissa. Which I don't think I have enough people for this anymore. Sorry, I'm getting all tangled up here. Actually, I think I can develop this place again, can't I? Yeah, that works for me. Awesome. Turn end. If that add to Marissa really irks me. Maybe I should pound some nails in. Alice sat in a chair, reading a book and grumbling to herself. Her grumbling was apparently more important, as nothing she was reading was actually registering in her head. The two dolls looked at her worriedly. After their mysterious conversation, the Shanghai doll placed a teapot and cup onto a tray and headed towards Alice. The dolls were worried about their master, but Alice was too busy being mad to notice. She's pretty much never liked me from the start either. Maybe she's trying to insinuate something. The tiny hands holding the tray were starting to tremble, but Alice was still unaware. The Horai doll, seeing the Shanghai doll looking so pitiful, decided to help and flew straight into the back of Alice's head. Ow, what was that for, Horai? I'm sorry, Shanghai. I didn't know you were here. Thank you for the tea. Alice took the tray from Shanghai, releasing the heavy load on her. Alice then poured the contents of the teapot into the cup and took a sip, clearing her mind up a little. Phew. This won't do. I must be calmer. Now, how should I do this? The forest is large, so I will have to delegate duties. Alright, Shanghai. Take care of the entrance. Horai, please guard the boundary. Shanghai and Horai accepted Alice's orders with a nod. Although they look meek and helpless, they were the best of the dolls that accompanied Alice and were capable of action even while away from their master. I'll definitely win. Just you watch. Thus she had one more reason to win at all cost. Her fight was just about to begin. So yeah, in this, the dolls don't talk, which is why I always say dolls don't talk. It's probably because of me. Are you finally regretting all the evil deeds you've done in your life? Do you have short-term memory loss or something? I'm talking about why she got so mad. Ah, yes. So clean it up already. What are you talking about now? Was I off the mark again? I was thinking how pitiful she must be having to deal with a mountain of mushrooms at her entrance hallway. Who would do that kind of thing? Then just say it already, jeez. I'm guessing she doesn't like me being here. Which means, I live in the forest after all. If we go with the map, I ought to team up with Alice. But in reality, I'm her enemy right now. That's probably why she's angry. I can see the logic in that. I never actually asked why are you here anyway. Hikari said herself that we could team up with anyone we wanted. And I'm sure that there were other people you could team up with besides Alice and myself. I just went with the one who had the best chance of winning this thing, according to my calculations. Ah, that's how it is. That's rather cunning of you. Only the smart survive, don't you think? I said cunning, not smart. Rainbow and Marissa had known each other for a long time, but there were differences in their points of view that both of them had yet to notice. Okay, so we didn't get attacked, that's good. Also got more Oki as well, that's always good. Let's go ahead and level up Rainbow. And we'll level up Marissa while we're at it. Now, if you notice at level 9, level up is grayed out, which means I can't level up Reimu with Oki until I get beyond level 9, which is fine. It's a good situation to be in. Okay, so let's go ahead and do some development. That's where we're Vikings. Oh, actually, we need to let's do some manual sorting. Who do I not want? Really, I don't want a lot of these humans, but I'll have to make do. So let's drop you. And that works out pretty good. Alright. Okay. Now, cancel out of that. And now let's do some developing. Confirm. There we go. And now we have our 5 to attack with. The Warabi is probably going to get herself killed at this rate. Could be worse. But something to definitely note, Wriggle has 340 HP at level 6, while Marissa only has 375 at level 8. So Wriggle's HP is actually pretty decent, which makes her attacks kind of okay. Alright, let's go ahead and do some, well, save first, because I'm paranoid. Alright, let's attack. Alright. Far, medium, far. There we go. And confirm. Okay, just generic dolls. Okay, that's good. And I can't attack you yet. 4 damage. Alright, Wriggle. Chick doll and Bunraku doll. Ow. Why are you attacking her? Ooh, charge. It's a high damage move. I think it has higher counterattack damage too. Alright, getting kinda beat up here. One down. There's doesn't matter who I attack at this point. Take out you first. Wriggle, you can take out that person. Bit wounded, but it's not the end of the world. And we got a Bunya doll as a prisoner. Let's see, average attack, really low defenses, okay speed, everything else is meh. So I don't really need her, so she can sit there. Or it can sit there, rather. So let's go ahead and end the turn. The Shanghai doll flitted from the forest, flitted around the forest. She wasn't aimlessly wandering about, she was actually performing surveillance. Miasma of the forest wasn't a problem for a doll, after all. The glint of a small shiny object caught her attention. The object flitted about as if it was inviting the Shanghai doll to chase it. Flutter, flutter. With a suspicious twinkle, the shiny object continued heading deeper into the forest. The Shanghai doll continued giving chase and tranced by it, then... The Shanghai doll's body was suddenly entangled by ivy. The shiny object was actually a trap set by a tree. The tree had become a monster due to the miasma and was awaiting its next prey. I'm gonna be eaten, as a thought flashed through her mind. The tree simply threw the Shanghai doll away. She had no idea what just happened, but still pulled herself together and ran as fast as she could. She screamed soundlessly, as she couldn't talk, became teary-eyed, although she can't cry, and sped away back where she came from. Dolls should spend their time in happiness and not have to worry about being eaten. But this incident left an immovable scar, and would be used as material to scare the other dolls during ghost stories. So, just some little fluff there. The life of a doll. Okay, all units are healed. Alice kept referring to her army as us. I wonder who else is with her. She normally only has her dolls with her. She's probably referring to those. The dolls? Isn't she the one controlling them with strings and such? Some of them have a fair bit of autonomy. I think she's researching on how to make a doll that thinks and moves fully on its own. So something like artificial life form? That sounds way too ridiculous. Does she think she's a god? That's what I think too. But apparently people seen dolls like that before, and someone we know has seen them too. Who? That headmaid that's always there whenever that headmaid that's always there whenever I go to take some books. Take? Don't you mean steal? It's not just it's not just about how it sounds, hey. Anyway, even people besides Alice have seen that sort of thing. Well, this is Gensokyo after all. Thus, it wouldn't be weird if they really do exist. Right. As far as I know, though, she's still a one-woman show, so she shouldn't be too hard to handle. People would normally react to a remark like that, but to Marissa, there wasn't anything special about what she just said. It may not be what people want to hear, but it was not something she particularly cared about. Yay! Alright. So we don't need what we just got, so let's go ahead and do some more developing. This is fine. Just enough. So right now we have 14 cost, but 27 Makyu, which is good. Or Miyaku, sorry. Members. Let's go ahead and level you up. There you go, she's now level 9. So we don't need to worry about leveling her up until they actually manage to hit level 10 normally. Pretty good stuff. Alright, I think it's about time to go ahead and attack again. Close, far, medium, medium, far. Only requires 4 res to scout them? That's kind of interesting. Be sure to not accidentally hit scout when you're trying to click confirm, because then you just practically wasted a whole lot of people's actions. Shanghai Doll. Now, Shanghai Doll is not fun to deal with, so I'm gonna blast her first. She's not very good against magic though, thankfully. Shanghai Doll has a special ability where she does a very powerful strike as well as lowering the target's speed, I believe. Alright, who needs healing? I'm very glad I have a healer. I usually never get a healer. Okay, can't do anything with you. Let's take out Shanghai Doll. Okay, or not. And you killed yourself. Good. Okay. Do some more healing. Who needs healing? Healing saves money. It also makes boosts up your characters. It's just good all around. There's also an AoE heal as well that costs more. Really good team. It's definitely fleshing out nicely. Being higher level also helps. Okay, London Doll and Dream Doll have withdrawn from the army, which means they're no longer part of Alice's army, and Bunraku Doll has been taken prisoner. Withdrawn from the army really doesn't matter much unless it's a named character. What? They've broken through the entrance. After losing to Rainbow's army, the Shanghai Doll staggered back to Alice. Upon hearing the battle report, Alice showed a hint of panic. So they slipped through just like that. I suppose that's expected of them. Alright, Shanghai, you can return to my side now. Good work. The Shanghai Doll seemed dispirited, perhaps feeling guilt from having lost. However, with a bit of head patting from Alice, her gloomy expression brightened slightly. How dare they hurt my Shanghai? I wonder if they'll go after here or the boundary next. Whichever it is, I'll get your revenge for you, Shanghai. Especially against you, Marissa. I will not lose against you. Alice's heart was soon set on one and only one thing, getting revenge for her defeated Shanghai Doll. Alright. That's everybody. Let's take a quick look at our prison. We just got the... I think it was this doll. Yeah. Essentially, slight average range and range defense, faster speed. That's about it. So not terrible, but I don't really need it. So let's go ahead and end our turn. The Horai doll sat with her back leaned against a tree, staring intently over the area. Her expression typically never changed, so no one knew what she was thinking, or whether she was even thinking at all. A tiny forest beetle landed on the stationary doll's head. It was a harmless insect, but those who dislike insects wouldn't be able to tell the difference. The beetle continued to rest on the Horai doll's head. Dolls are made of inorganic material, furthermore they cannot die, since they're dolls, and cannot move. Thus, insects and animals would naturally gather around them without displaying any caution. A single bird flying through the area noticed the possible prey on the Horai doll's head and swooped down to it. The beetle flew away just in time, and the bird's beak got stuck in the Horai doll's head. She didn't fully understand, but at least she knew that it was painful. She covered her head with her hand, causing the bird to hurriedly fly away. Silence once again returned to the forest. After a quick rub, the Horai doll's hand fell lifelessly beside it once again, and she continued her staring. It was just another peaceful day at the forest. Yeah, the Horai doll's kind of freaky. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! I saw that. So, through that scrolling, they'll mention new recruits that the army has gotten. And Force of Magic just got Mima. Mima is not really a story character, though she has her own portrait in this game. So she's just a random character that you can pick up. She's also one of the few, I guess you could say, generics that actually has a special ability that's unique. So yeah. Well, I'm under attack right now, but it doesn't really matter because I can't defend, so I'm just gonna not do it. So right now it's 180 defense. It goes down by 80 if you don't defend. Not a big deal, because it's kind of hard to describe. Like, when we attack, when I attack them, if I do a full wipeout, it's 100 points of defense. If it's a partial wipeout or something like that, or not a full team that I take out, it's not a full, it won't take away 100. It'll take away like a percentage. But in our case, if someone attacks us, if we don't defend, we lose 80 points. If we defend and we lose, whether it's a wipeout or not, I'll lose 100. So if you can't defend, it's better to not. It's better to just let it go through, and then you won't lose as many points. Sorry if that was a little hard to describe. There's a way to make the defense go back up, which I'll explain in a little bit. Alright, the entrance of the Force of Magic had been successfully captured, and Rainbow and Marissa were performing reconnaissance of the area, or more accurately, they were taking a walk. Honestly, there's no sunlight. There's strange miasma floating in the air. Weird mushrooms are growing everywhere. How do you and Alice live here? Stick around long enough and you get used to anything. However you want to paint it, a forest is a forest. Go live somewhere more appropriate. As Rainbow mentioned, the inside of the forest is certainly not kind to the living things. It would take someone of considerable vitality to withstand or block the miasma and spores from entering their body. Come on, this forest is the perfect place for magicians. There's no lack of materials to experiment with. That girl doesn't seem to like them though. Marissa's finger pointed in the direction of a cluster of mushrooms growing near a tree. She looked at them happily, but their appearance didn't look particularly welcoming. Huh? You two disagree on what food you like to eat? Sounds like you two are the extreme ends of the magician scale. They're not food. Well, actually they are, but... Bah, that ain't my point anyway. What is it then? That's the secret. Marissa and Alice may be magicians, but they are not the same. But as Rainbow never particularly looked into the subject of magicians, nor had anything to say about them, she decided to keep quiet. Okay, so if we take a look, the Magic Force entrance is at 100 out of 180. Now what we can do is we can actually attack our own area, and that's considered a counterattack, where you will fight whoever is nearby. In this case, it'll just be forced magic. And you succeed in the fight, you can get back defense points. Of course, if you fail at the fight, nothing happens. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at our members. I think I'll hold on to my money for now. I could level up Wriggle. That is an option. But I won't worry about it for now. Alright. Is there anything I can upgrade at the moment? I don't think there is. No, it doesn't look like it. It'll take more than what we have right now. Okay, so what we're going to go ahead and do is, first step, save our game. And second step is attack. I think we want to go after the border next, which is where Horai doll is. Alright, let's confirm. Oh god, it's Mima. Eternal Dream activated. That's her special ability. I don't even know what it did. Oh, it makes it so everyone's stunned. Oh, that's amazing. I want you dead, Mima. Really, I want her dead so I can get her stuff. Well, not her stuff. I want to capture her. It's possible to capture her. In story mode, you generally can't capture a lot of the main characters until you've, completely wiped them out. But Mima is not a main character in this, so we get free reign. Oh wow, that was. Oh, also I get a negative because it's Marissa versus Mima, and they actually kind of like each other. So yeah, that's a thing. Oh wow, that was rough. So wow, that was brutal. Essentially, they got like, I guess 2 free rounds on us. Granted, it gives us we don't lose any points while we're stunned, so we'll eventually catch up, assuming you're still alive at the end. Healing done. Good thing I healed you. Ah, you're still alive. Of course, now you're poisoned. Alright, for now, I'm gonna go ahead and pass turn as you kill yourself. That way I can get another heal off. Because healing's free, so you might as well take advantage of it. Awesome. Guess I'll attack you now. Fushin is leveled up. Orlin's style has withdrawn from the army. I might delay just so I can try to get Mima. I've never gotten Mima. In fact, usually she doesn't pop up that early. It's been kind of a weird playthrough so far. But yeah, if we can get Mima on our team, that would be awesome. I've actually never, like I said, I've never had her before, but actually I don't think I've ever fought her. I mean, I've seen her pop up, but I've never fought her before. So yeah, that special ability stuns everyone for 2 actions. There's not really much I can do right now, so let's go ahead and talk with Marissa some, I guess. Actually, we'll talk to Wriggle. Still some reservations, probably because she's a bug and we keep threatening to eat her. That's okay. Let's go ahead and call this a video, because who knows how much more dialogue's going to pop up. So I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this was Sengoku Gensokyo. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. See you guys later.